you are nonetheless a commercial group in the sense you've got some selling records who are out there, and you have agents and people working with you, which implies to lots of people that music, and a lot of people are reacting to this because they think that music isn't a commodity to be bought and sold. How do you reconcile that?
Well, the internet has changed things, hasn't it, for a start, because nobody's paying for it anymore. I agree. You know, I think there are certain things that, there are certain duties that I don't mind doing. I don't mind going to London to the offices of Kscope and talking about the music. I enjoy it. It's a nice day. Answering interviews, that kind of thing. It's okay by me. There are certain things that, you know, I won't tolerate. Other people coming in and saying how the song should go. Never happens. And where do I stand on it being a commodity? I don't really mind. I'd like to earn a living, and I am earning a living, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm not massively protective of the commercial rights or anything like that. You know, it's like.
I think it's a very important question, actually, especially in this day and age where everything is disposable and everything is a commodity and things can be bought and sold so quickly. Does the artist in any walk of life have a role? Where does his responsibilities lie within, if you're writing a book, if you're writing a sitcom, if you're writing music, if you're anything, you know? If it's music, then obviously it's entertainment, so entertainment should be bought and sold.
It's more than that.
But yeah, it is. Yeah, but it just depends what kind of thing you're. If you want to entertain people, if you want to be like an X Factor type person, then there's a space for that. But the way I see it is that there's a line that has to be drawn where music actually becomes entertainment, and that is only upon its release. And before then, you have the responsibility to the actual music and to the idea itself to complete that and allow that to fulfill itself into what it needs to be, without any of the pressures of the outside world of expectation, even, you know, sometimes your own ego and, you know, what you think. It's like Eric Satie, for example, who composed some of the most beautiful piano pieces ever. Can you imagine, like, you know, if somebody came along and said, oh, you know what this really, if it was this day and age, you'd probably have a lead guitarist, actually, you know what this needs is a solo in this part or this vocal here, but it was absolutely beautiful and perfect on its own. There was nothing you would change about it, and it's one guy playing a piano. And of course, commercially, it's just, you know, it's never going to get anywhere, but it's still one of the most beautiful pieces that will ever be written, you know. And I think that's where the responsibility should lie with people like us. It only becomes entertainment once it's released. After that, I've no problem with it.
Yeah, in a way, but you know, I think it was, again, Brian Eno said that artists have a duty because they're important to society because they articulate philosophical ideas, and that's their boundary. You know, they have to say these things. You know, and it could be something like Bob Geldof or Bono, or it could be us or whoever, but they're articulating ideas that are important to people, that are important to our humanity. Some of them are, the best ones are, and we're part of that, and that must be protected. You know, you can't change the lyrics, you can't tell us to do something in order to sell more copies of it. You know, it has to be what it is, and we are quite protective about that. But we're lucky that we don't have a record company that tries to step on our toes. They're very happy to let us do what we need to do, and they like the results. And that's it, really. So we don't have a problem. If we were, for example, on a major record company, they'd be bringing in producers and saying, we need more hit, we need this, and we need that, we need a commercial hit single. The songs need to be shorter, that kind of thing.
What clothes to wear.
Yeah, that kind of thing. What clothes to wear, you know, the look. And we don't have to deal with any of that. That's all alien to us. That's anathema to us, if you like. You know, with all respect, we're not My Chemical Romance or any of those bands. You know, we just do what we do, and you know, other than bringing a producer into the studio, nobody else gets a say, and they don't need one. I'll give you a case in point. I was told in no uncertain terms by people who shall remain nameless that your quotations on our album should have been taken off by two highly important people in our field, two very close workers, and I said, no chance, not a chance, it stays. Oh, it sounds like Pink Floyd, nobody's going to care what he's saying, bollocks, with a capital F. It stays. It ended up being the centerpiece of the record. You know, you can't tread on those toes, and I didn't even have to fight for it because it was a non-starter. You know, you cannot say that to me and expect me to just be influenced. Like, I'll do what I have to do. You know, to hell with it. And so you stayed, and I think it's one of the loveliest moments on the album.
Yeah.
Because it's such an honest moment from you, where you're talking about something that's quite important to you. You're moved, and
it's natural. You know,
it's
that's
very
what I like
human.
about it. It's, yeah.
And it's like it has this little transcendent moment on the record where you were just being honest. And it was the first question and the first answer that you gave that I used. Just about your little moment of enlightenment